As the surf doldrums continue in the Florida Panhandle, I try to recuperate from my infected scrape, add another wound in the process when the waves finally do trickle in, meet a young ripper who lets me see a 540 for the first time IRL, start putting together some materials for our own DIY practice skate spots, and finally cross a personal hurdle that's been taunting me for a while. All that and one or two other things on this episode of The Surf Vlog, episode 15. March 2022. My surf buddy Andy has been guiding me through my first month of gym life really well. We got a chance to put our growing stamina and power to use with the biggest swell we've seen in some time, and we choked. Andy did better than me, but we both hesitated. The takeoffs were more unforgiving than they look, I promise, but I'm still kicking myself for not making the most of the opportunity. A bit bummed by my lack of courage. One of the things this surf vlog wilderness wandering has shown me is that a lot of my fear comes from lack of preparation. I'm scared of the vert wall and the coping on the big ramps and bowls because I can feel the hair stand up on the back of my neck when I'm even thinking about trying even the most basic lip tricks that are new to me. Last month I said I was going to spend more time with these parking blocks, and this month I have been, and I have to say that even only being a few inches off the ground, my mind will still have that irrational fear trigger the hair on the back of my neck. Again, it's that falling feeling in dreams. So if I'm having that fear making me feel unsure 4 inches from the ground, why do I expect a different reaction 10 feet from the ground? This month, an old school friend posted on Facebook that he had a bunch of pavers he wanted to let go of. Inspired by our Florida skate pilgrimage in which Santoli showed us some of the pool tiles that were being used at the Solar Bowls editions, I jumped at the opportunity thinking that maybe I could piece together a little do-it-yourself with these pavers. I didn't pay close attention to the details and realized only later that these pavers were 18 inches, not 12 inches. We barely got the 37 of these things to fit into our beloved little Hyundai, and I worried that I had broken our trusty steed. Thankfully, they made the journey and the Hyundai remains intact. The little Hyundai that could. Not long after, Tate got word that a few old businesses were being demoed, so we reclaimed some parking blocks, put 3 of them at the skate park Ernie made happen, and are saving 2 for a future DIY project. We got a little practice done and are realizing the virtues of slappy grinds and baby board slides, how they can build to help us tackle lip tricks in more dangerous circumstances. The surf picked up before we could really get into a slappy rhythm, and I added a new puncture to my list when the board surfed its way behind my ear. Thankfully, my infected scrape has healed over after a visit to the walk-in clinic, use of antibiotics, and judicious applications of aloe as per Santoli's recommendations. The foot is back and ready to go. We joined Santoli for a Santa Rosa trip. My runs are feeling faster and more fun, and the slash grinds are getting a bit more consistent. Tate invited me to a local surf legend's birthday party, Snake, so it's cool to meet him and so many other local legends in one place, and it's lighting a fire under me to start preserving some interviews with these dudes because you gotta know where you came from. It's not a cliche, it's just true. If you don't know about the history of your sport or your pastime or your art, that stuff just gets lost and it's just not good. So I'm going to try to start doing more of that in 2022 and get stories from these guys because the topography of the way our surf breaks have gone over the years has changed a lot, and it's really cool hearing some of these old stories. On the other end of the spectrum, I met Ray. Word had it that there was a young dude from out of town coming to the ramp and he could do huge airs and even the occasional 540. Ken and I showed up to document the proceedings. Ken showed me up with his flash setup and my gear proved inadequate to the task. Ray was busting backside airs that were so high I was having a hard time keeping him in frame. As far as skating went, I went through the motions that night. I don't think I did too much in terms of skating, but I was inspired by Ray's performance. I did tally up a few of those hair on the back of the neck moments, giving me a scare with some wobbly approaches. Another regional monster skater is Paco. I'll tell his story next month because as young as he is a fearless disciple of powerful old school skating and surprises me every time I see him. And in late February, the dude paid his dues in a way I'd find difficult to work back from. I'll tell you more next month. We ended up doing a Fort Walton trip together, and hopefully we'll be doing another soon, so a lot to look forward to in the next vlog. When I came back to Clint's ramp a few days later, I really was feeling intimidated and tired. Not up to the challenge. But I told myself I was just going to go through the motions, drop in 5 times, work up to a backside slash grind, drop in 5 times and work up to a frontside slash grind. And lo and behold, with the help of Clint yelling at me to go for it and these other kids way better than me cheering the old man on, I finally got my first frontside slash grind on a vert ramp. Thanks to Tommy White for capturing the moment, and thanks to Clint and Tate and Ken and Santoli for helping me this last year really catch the fever for vert and bowl skating. For me, there is no better practice for surfing than skating, and I am so thankful I have some places and people that help me to improve. Until next time, keep it consistent, even if the surf isn't. To see these videos early, without ads, join the lineup here on YouTube. You just need a YouTube account, and for $1.99 a month, you click this little join button and sign up to get early and ad-free access to 4 monthly vlogs: the surf vlog, the Masala vlog, the violin vlog, and the family vlog. Thank you very much.